Hello, dear students. The topic that we are going to discuss today is friction. Now, in today's lecture, we'll discuss number 1, what is friction, and number 2, the origin of sliding friction. Basically, the cause of friction. So, actually, we must know first of all what friction is. We can discuss it using some example. For example, if you roll a ball on a floor, the ball has gained some velocity because of your force, because you have applied some force on the ball, and the ball is moving with some velocity. But we observe the velocity of the ball as it is moving further on the floor is decreasing, and at one moment it started with a velocity, say v, and it ended up coming to rest. That means its velocity reduced to 0. So the question arises in our mind is, according to Newton, whenever some force is applied on the body, that force gives motion to the body as it was given to this ball. And one more point that Newton's law gave is, no body or nothing can stop when no force is applied on it. Means when a force is applied on a body, only then the body can stop. So using that particular relation, we must know that this body started gaining the velocity because of our force, but the loss of velocity by this body, that means it came to rest, it must also be due to some force. But that force might be present somewhere, but nobody is there around this ball. You can consider air drag. But if air drag is also so small, the ball is stopping. So why does this happen? So the force that is involved there, that opposes the motion, is called friction. So basically, friction is present between two surfaces. So here one surface was the ball itself, and the second surface was the ground or the floor on which the ball was rolling. So what is the definition of friction? So friction is an opposing force, obviously, because we have said it opposes the motion that comes into play. When one body actually moves, the body can slide or roll both over the surface of another body. But this force can also come into play when the body even tries to move on the surface of other body. So if body tries to move, or the body is actually moving over the surface of another, over some surface, then the opposing force that arises is called as friction. Now quickly we'll move to the next topic, which is called the origin of friction. So basically, there are 2 points or 2 discussions that could be used for the origin of friction. So one is called as the old view, and the another view that from which we are going to see friction is called modern view. So according to old view of friction, we have some theories given behind this. So according to old view of friction, what do we say? Roughness is the cause of friction. Roughness is the cause. So whose roughness that we are talking about? So we'll discuss old view in detail now. So coming to the old viewpoint in detail, we say that no surface is exactly smooth. Whenever we are watching two surfaces, then the surface might have some kind of distortions or might have some kind of roughness in them. So if we'll microscopically observe a surface, so it looks like this, somehow like this. Let this be the surface A and let this be the surface B, right? So we are watching some kind of bulges out points on the two surfaces. Now this is the outside of this surface, so bulge out points are like this. This is a bulge out point, bulge out point. Now for watching the surface B, this is a bulge out point, bulged out, this is bulge out. So these bulges are called as the projections. So there are some points called as projections over the two surfaces. And there are some points which are inside, which are kind of deep inside or which are kind of pressed such that they are showing the depressions in the surfaces. So these are the depressions. So old view says when one surface is moving over the surface of another, the projections of one get interlocked with the depressions of the other surface. So both the bodies get interlocked. There is an interlocking, physical interlocking rather we say. So due to these interlockings, we must apply some extra effort to kind of detach the two bodies from each other. If we want to move one over the surface of another, we must get the detachments of these projections and depressions from the two subsequent surfaces. So when this happens, we must apply some extra effort, and our extra effort is the measure of friction, Meaning, we would say if we need to apply more effort, meaning more interlocking, then more effort, then more friction. Similarly, if less interlockings, less effort and less friction. So there were some kind of limitations in old view. Old view was itself the view that we also as laymen could have about friction. We had same theory about friction until we have discussed in the physics. So what are the limitations basically of this view? So there are two limitations. According to this view, it seems it depends on area, meaning friction depends on area. Friction depends on area. Meaning our old view says, or our old view kind of focuses that friction depends on area, but actually it is not the case. But actually it is independent of area. Second, we might think that roughness is the cause of friction, hence the two bodies which are smooth enough, they won't have any kind of friction. So smooth surfaces have less friction. But again, this is the limitation, meaning this is not true. Smooth surfaces rather have more friction. So the point that I have written on the top is the theory given by the old view, and the point at the bottom is the actual point that is kind of like we have got them by doing the experiments, right? So, but number one, friction is independent of area, and number two, more friction is there for smooth surfaces. So there is smooth surfaces. So there is another theory which is called as modern view. So we are going to discuss the modern view after this, right? So let's get to the next page and we shall discuss the topic point called as modern view. So according to modern view, if two surfaces are in contact with each other, so this is the one surface which we are saying is extra smooth, and this is the second surface which we are saying is extra smooth. When they get contact with each other, the contact points are of less area. Obviously, when there is no projection or no depressions, so actually both the surfaces will come in contact directly with each other, meaning there are more points of contact. So there is area of contact. So each particle is in contact with the other particle when we are talking of the atomic level. So less area, more pressure. More pressure on the surfaces, hence more kind of you can say more adhesive pressure over the other surface, and there is plastically deformation which is seen. So for this kind of deformation, the surfaces come in contact and they are kind of cold welded. So to detach those cold weldings, because if we want to move one surface over another, so you kind of have to detach them from one to another. So you have to apply extra effort again, and that extra effort is the cause of friction, is the cause or is the measure of friction. So in the next video, in the next topic, we would discuss about the types of friction. Thank you.